Welcome to the real world where we change lives one day at a time. I'm Josh Real. As you will see on the back of my Cowboys jersey, today is game day. In today's video, I will be talking about 7 good intentions for a relationship. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you can see more content when it's available. Which I'll be trying to post videos as much as I can. I will put a link in the description for my website if you want to work with me one-on-one. I am a life coach, I'm a transformation and a relationship coach. Number 1 is weekly or daily check-ins. Be present and take time to reconnect. What I mean by this is take at least about 30 minutes to an hour a day, or at the end of the day, whichever you and your partner agree on. For example, my parents, when my mom was alive, used to take an hour a day. They would send me to bed at 9 o'clock when I was a younger kid, and they wouldn't go to bed till about 10 o'clock. So they'd take that hour of just them alone time and reconnect. The second part is need to create a system. Like, for example, at the end of the day before bed, I gave you an example of. What has been the toughest part of your day or week? You can sit there and ask them about how the toughest part of the day or like a highlight of their day. You have to learn to also ask questions. Like, for example, I don't like the question of how is your day? Or how is work going? Those questions drive me crazy. I will get to number 5 on questions you could ask and stuff like that. How can I help you? Example, having a bad day. Like, how can I help you? Do you need to vent? You need to be able to learn to ask certain questions, and the time that you take to reconnect, you can ask hey, how would you like, or what questions would you like me to ask? Good thing on this is art communication. The A stands for appreciation. I appreciate you for you. The R stands for reassurance. I got you. I want to see the best for us. And then you express your concern, whatever your concern is. It'll help eliminate most of the fighting that you're having. Example of how is this relationship going on weekly or daily check-ins? What can I do better? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? It really helps eliminate most of the fights that you're probably going to see. It won't eliminate all. We are human. We all are going to make mistakes. But you need to have that open communication, and weekly, daily, weekly, and monthly check-in is a really good idea. I've done this in my past relationships. I think we had weekly and monthly check-ins to be like, hey, is this relationship going in the right direction for you? Number 2 is plan holidays and vacations together. What I mean by that is when you actually go on the holiday or vacation, no distractions, no phone, no work. Try to reconnect as a family, especially try to go on family vacations. Me, for example, when I was younger, we really didn't go on family vacations. My dad worked construction superintendent. He really can't take a week off because the job site doesn't run with him. Without him, I should say. It does run with him. He has to be there. Like for right now, he's doing a job in San Angelo that he had to actually stay the weekend there. Because his framers came in late and they worked yesterday and today. Quarterly, the holidays actually help you quarterly reflect on your life. Take the time to sit there and reflect on your own life, as well as the relationship that you're in. Take many breaks it also allows you to take many breaks from everyday life. It really helps you reconnect to yourself and to your family. Number 3, divide up household chores. Reset what chores you do and don't do. Don't get caught up in a routine on that one. You might want to sit there and talk to your significant other, who you're in a relationship with. You might actually enjoy doing a household chore. I suggest don't get into a routine of it because it can make it get life get boring, and switch it up. For example, I've also done this too. Is if whoever gets off earlier would come home and cook, as my mom and dad did that also. As whoever would get off earlier would come home and cook. Whoever did not cook did the dishes. That also helps on so that like one person is not just getting overbearing with doing everything. It can get frustrating at times. It can lead into huge arguments, but like, hey, how come I'm not getting any help with anything? So dividing up household chores, figure out what you're good at, what she's good at, or what he's good at, and what you're good at. Really helps. And switch it up month to month unless you really enjoy doing something. Like I enjoy mowing my lawn because I have a zero turn lawnmower. It's really fun. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes to do the backyard and front yard. It's really exciting for me because, except when I get hit in the head with the tree, that is not fun. Number 4 is make sure you discuss alone time. Example, meditation, read a book, watch TV, listen to podcasts, and make it clear that you value them, but you need to reset and reconnect. Doesn't mean you don't care about them. And that is very important, especially if you're in a dating relationship or in a marriage. But like, hey, I just need time for myself. Doesn't mean I don't love you and don't want to spend time with you. I just need time to myself so I can reconnect at the end of the day. Like for example, I'm a mailman. I like to come home for about 30 minutes to an hour to actually sit down and relax, where I don't have to sit there and do anything. I will come home, and if it's really needed, like on the weekends, I have my kids. I will literally come home on Saturdays after I get off work, cook for them because I usually get home about 5 o'clock. By the time I usually end up cooking, it's usually 5:30 or 6. By the time dinner's ready, and then I'll take the time to actually sit down and relax. So you might not get that time exactly right when you get off work. That is something you need to discuss in the weekly or daily check-ins. Also, number 5 is choose questions you want to be asked. Like I said before, example, I don't like questions like, how was your day? It literally drives me nuts. I am a mailman. I deliver mail in packages. So asking me how my day is, it's literally repetitive. Or like a good example of like, hey, was there anything exciting that happened in your day today? Or was it anything like out of the ordinary? That is a good question for me because I could be chased by dogs. I could have a really bad interaction with a customer, or I could have a really great interaction with a customer. So asking what was the highlight of my day or week is a good question for me. Uh, Another good question is what did you learn today or this week in your job, or if you're at home, you can ask your significant other, hey, what did you learn today? Did you learn anything cool? Any TV shows that you watched or anything like that? Number 6 is going to bed at the same time. In a dating relationship, this is going to be hard unless they're spending the night. In a marriage, or if you're living together, this needs to be a routine because it allows you to connect with them. It allows you to like go to sleep together. And most people have different sleeping habits. I'm the type of person who I'm very physically affectionate. So I like to cuddle. And it also helps with other areas in your life that I'm not going to mention in this video because viewers 18 and under could be watching. Actually, I'm going to age restrict this. So if you're a married couple, going to bed at the same time actually helps you with your sexual relationship too. Or it can help with your sexual relationship because you're actually going to bed at the same time. Number 7 is how you say goodbye, good morning, and good night. And also how you like maybe say come home from work together. Like I said, I'm a very physically affectionate person. I did get this one from my parents when I leave for work. If I'm somebody spending the night or after they wake up, if they're not a morning person, I am. After about 30 minutes, I tend to be a morning person. I like to talk. This video is about 8 o'clock in the morning. If you can't tell, I am a very good morning person. Maybe your significant other isn't. You might want to give them time. But when I have lived with my two ex-wives in the morning, I used to kiss them before I even left for work. That's one thing that I got from my parents that I watched my dad and my mom do. Even when they came home, my dad's not a really physically affectionate person. So him kissing my mom before he leaves for work and when he gets home was a big thing for me. How you say good night is a big thing. I like to say good night and sweet dreams. It's just who I am and what I like to do. My son texts me every night about 9 o'clock, between 9 and 10, and says, "Love you, Dad. Good night and sweet dreams," even though he's staying with his mom. Uh, One final thought is be yourself because everyone else is taken, by Oscar Wilde. And thank you for watching the video. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell. And welcome to the real world. Later. Peace.